Hello everybody, so of course this is a bonus video. I won't suddenly jump off to play World of Warcraft. Actually that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing, but you guys won't be seeing any of it and you won't notice anything. Because some of you may know that World of Warcraft is one of the games that I've played the most. I just don't do any of it on my YouTube channel. But I figured now that Battle for Azeroth is coming out and might just be a nice idea to look at my characters before, they get obsolete and I have to, redo everything in Battle for Azeroth. So they have been fine-tuned. Like, I used to have a way high item level, but everything have basically been squished down so it's manageable, so you don't have like a million HP or whatnot. But just taking a quick look over my gear in case somebody is, wondering what kind of gear I had. And I don't know if you care about these. This is just like prior expansions and such. But this is basically the gear I ended up with. And it is important to note that I'm not actually in a raiding guild. Like, the guild I'm in now is just because if you are not in a guild, you keep being asked by, I guess, automated messages if you want to join a guild, and that's annoying, so you just find a guild and join. And despite that, I've actually done the heroic versions. I would probably have bothered trying to do mythic if that was available, but you kinda need a guild to do the mythic raids because it's server locked, while with these you can just find a group and then go in, but it's still quite an accomplishment to do, especially without like a guild. So we can start here. This is the first boss of Legion, and that's the date that I dealt with him, and the next boss and the date there. To be honest, this date is very poor compared to pretty much any of the other dates, because at this stage Unholy Death Knight, which is the class that I play, or spec and class being Death Knight and then the spec Unholy, was very weak, and I actually got kicked out of groups, the random groups that I joined into, because I couldn't, like physically couldn't deal the damage that I needed to do unless I were very lucky and got a certain legendary that I actually got. This was the legendary. This has been nerfed so hard, and by the time that I actually got it, it was obsolete because that was around this time. Like just before this boss. But this here is the boss where you needed it to like keep up, and even here you kinda needed it to keep up. And I didn't have it, so I was having issues. Like here it was fine, like this was fine because nothing really mattered there. That was the first boss, it got released early, so you could do it pretty much no matter what. But then here was where I had the most issues, and then here was like, it was okay. I couldn't be like one of the top damagers, but at least I didn't get kicked out of groups. And then we have here Kill Jaden. I also got kind of a late date on that because I didn't want to bother too much, and then I finally got it. But then here to like a pretty damn good victory. The last boss in Legion, I actually managed to get that, like, I think it was first week. I even like played with one of my friends where we just, that was like the dream that we actually could kill it, and then suddenly it happened. We got to the boss and we killed it first week. So this is how my character like looks off the mount. I have like a nice cloak and whatnot. This is all transmogrified. It basically means this is not how my character actually looks, it's just cosmetic. Because if we look at like each individual piece here, then my character would look like in this window here because of like the random pieces, but you can dress up your character like you want. Now I also have this minion, but this is like pretty much random name every time you summon it. Now we can see it have a different name. That's how it is, it's just a random minion. I can also summon like an army, and I also have this ability, if I'm fighting something, I can make like 4 of these undeads that can help me quite frequently. So that's really why I like playing Unholy Death Knight, because you have this like enormous army of undead that you command, and it feels very nice. So here we have my Demon Hunter, and something I didn't show on my Death Knight is that I kind of have different weapon as well. Like I showed all the other pieces of armor just for like the principle of it, but the weapons are also transformed, because in Legion having these isn't that interesting, like how they look on the side here, but it's way more interesting to have something like these, which may change in Battle for Azeroth that is coming out soon, because then artifact weapons won't really be a thing anymore, and then being able to transform your weapons to look like them, I think that's at least how it gets to be. I'm not sure if how that's gonna work, but there were talk about it. Then that may be more appealing. But right now, these are definitely the coolest Warclaves to have on your Demon Hunter, because you unlock them through, like, first you need to get both of the legendaries to drop off a boss, which is like that requires tremendous amounts of luck, and then you need to do the time walking, where you like go back in time, where your character basically gets scaled down, and you need, I think it's 25 people or something, and then you need to beat the boss. And once you beat the boss, and it takes like maybe an hour or 2 hours to do it, then you unlock the ability to transmogrify, which means like change the look on these weapons so that they get to look like this. And well, I guess that's my Demon Hunter. I am not actually that attached to my Demon Hunter, and it have a lot of things to do with, like, first off, it's not a Draenei, and Draenei is like my favorite race in the game. I think I said that a bit earlier. I'm not sure if I did, but that's like my favorite race, and that's why my main is that. But that's one of the things. But there's also like a lot of things that I've done on my character that is like locked to the character, where I'm like, nah, I kinda don't want to do either that again, or just, you know, give up on it to main a Demon Hunter instead. So my Death Knight, even though I like playing Demon Hunter more, then my Death Knight is just, even though there's some tedious things about Death Knight, which not gonna go into talk about, then way more attached to my Death Knight than my Demon Hunter. Also because I've been playing the Death Knight since Wrath of the Lich King, which is like the third like thing in World of Warcraft, where max level was level 80. So I've been playing that Death Knight for such a long time. And if you're wondering like how the characters kind of get obsolete, but I'm still attached to them, it's basically the gear gets obsolete. Like that's the thing. So you kind of have to start over, except you have to level up to the new level, which is 120, and then you have to get new gear to like catch up with the game. That's how the expansions work. So it's kind of a bit like starting a bit over, aside from all of like a very like the attachments and some things you've done on your character that have unlocked stuff you can do either for fun or other things. I don't know. But I do also really like my Demon Hunter. I just don't think I can main him, even though I would love to, just because I'm way more attached to my Death Knight. Anyways, I think that kind of shows off my characters. I don't think I went over like the gear here, because my Demon Hunter doesn't really have any good gear. Again, I wasn't attached to him, I didn't play him, I was too busy with my Death Knight. Regardless, hope you guys enjoyed this little, you know, show. I better flex, you know, because, you know, you're flexing on with the characters, right? I don't know, like showing off the characters, flexing, I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time.